Hello, this is Dual Ninja, and I am ready to tell you how I beat Theory of Everything. First, how did I even get here? I was at my cousin's house, having fun, and then all of a sudden, he pulled out his phone, and he said, I bet you $100 that I would be able to beat Bloodbath first try. And I did not believe him at all whatsoever. And then right in front of me, he beat Bloodbath. By the way, he is a victor of, I think it's called Zodiac, but we'll get to that later. I first started getting into the Geometry Dash community by watching some of Vortrox's videos. His very first video that I watched from him was I think it was called the Recent Tab Bingo. But yeah, shout out to Vortrox. He's a really good guy. Also, let's actually start about my journey. And my first levels I beaten. And after the motivation from my cousin, what would happen next? I got Geometry Dash on my birthday. And the first thing I do is hop on it and try to play Stereo Madness. I immediately get the level down. First try, I do not know how. But I guess Vortrox kind of taught me how to play the game just by watching him. After that, I played Retray, Cosmic Dolphin, Rush by D Hammer, and those took about 3 days in total to beat all of them. I was growing pretty fast, and I think I was getting really good at the game. Until after beating Block Factory, which took me 2 days, I tried to go for Cataclysm. His girlfriend Gina beat it, but I was totally not ready. Even still to this day, I can't even get close to the dual wave. And that's the hardest part. I tried to practice that part so many times. I died to the dual wave over and over again. I eventually dropped the level after 1,800 attempts because I knew that was a lot for a harder level. So I took a break from that level and I decided to go for blast processing. It was pretty easy because I was naturally good at the wave. Like, I'm really good at spamming for some reason and getting really consistent at the clicks. So that really got to me. But my best game mode by far is Ship. And I feel like I just cling to that level. I mean, not to the level, I'm sorry. To that specific game mode. And I feel like, I don't know why, but it just was so perfect. I was able to straight fly, and I was just perfectly good at straight fly, and I was able to control my ship really well for a beginner player. Similar to Gina. Yeah. It took me about 500 attempts to beat blast processing with a terrible fail at 96%. But the attempt right after that, I beat it. So I was really happy. I don't know why I did this to torture myself, but I jumped immediately from blast processing, the easiest, harder level, to dash. And I feel like that was a huge jump. It took me 1,000 attempts to beat dash, but I feel like I struggled with spider the most. I'm pretty bad at spider. I don't know why I'm bad at it. I think it's just the consistency of the clicks that I need to improve at. But now we're gonna get into the actual serious things, where I actually beat my second insane level, as this was my new hardest level. We're in for a ride. My very first few attempts, I forgot to record those attempts, but basically in those attempts I got a run from 0 to 43% in my first 100 attempts. Then right after that, I do not know what happened. I think I had some godly energy in me, but I fluked it from 43 to 84. That was one of the biggest flukes I have ever had in my Geometry Dash history from a really hard level. Sorry, bro. But anyways, I was able to get a big fluke, and I did not think I would ever get back there. It took me another 100 attempts to finally get a new best, and that was a terrible fail at 93%. Also, fun fact, Vortrox's 92% curse? I think I have a 93% curse because I died on Rush at 93%. I died on, I think, Block Factory at 93%. And I don't know why, but when I was trying to get the third coin for Stereo Madness, I also died at 93%. I think it's a trend here with me and Vortrox where we die past 90% in a level. I guess we are twins, except that I'm 1% higher than his 92% curse, because I have a 93% curse. Then, after that 93% run, I wasn't able to get there for a very, very, very long time. Then out of nowhere, on my second day, I started playing. On the first day, I played for about a few hours. On the second day, oh my gosh, God has blessed me. And I got amazing runs. 87, 83, 85, 91, 92, 93 once again. And then, I don't know how, but then I had it. I knew I was going to beat it today. So I locked in and I tried so hard. And I actually beat Theory of Everything in under 500 attempts. Holy cow. I can't even believe it. Like, I actually did it under 500 attempts. Well, enough yapping, and let me show you the completion.